My name is Sam Rekasima. I'm a commercial agent here in Newark, and I want to show you my latest listing. It's an 8-unit commercial property on South Orange Ave, mixed units. We have 2 commercial stores on the bottom, and we have 6 residential units on top. Let me show you around. We have a total of 3 vacant units. This is the 4th 4-bed, 1-bath unit on the 3rd, or actually 4th floor. This is bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 2, that's your bath, kitchen, dining room area, bedroom, and then you have a big bedroom here. Now, this property is gonna be coming on the market. We're gonna be starting at $1.3 million. There's a lot going on around here. We have new developments down the street, new properties being built. There's about a 40-unit building being built right there. Let me show you guys a little bit around a little bit more. So this is one of the 2 commercial stores that we have here on this property. This one is owned by the owner, Anthony.
Well, my name is Anthony. I'm the owner of Unique Beauty Supply. Been here for about 13 years now. Just trying to grow.
I think this is just a great opportunity for somebody to come in and help the community. We'll talk. All right. Young man, take care. Have a great day. For those of you who don't know what's going on in Newark, it is absolutely blowing up. There are tons and tons of projects. We have 10 large multifamily projects that are currently either approved or under construction. Even in areas here like South Orange Ave, you can take a look down the block. It's about a 40-unit project right there that someone is developing. Our property right here, 358 South Orange Ave, this is actually a commercial store, Ambassador's Chicken. If you're from Newark, you know about Ambassador's Chicken, a great chicken store, chicken spot. And then we also have 12 units on top of here. So a lot going on here. Right around the corner, we have a brand new construction. So you can take a look at the quality of this project right here. As you can see, they really took their time with this project. You have another property right here that's recently done. And then right across the street, they're developing 4 2-families. They're all gonna be side by side. I spoke with the owner of that development. This is a great opportunity for anyone looking to get into a commercial space and be a part of what's happening in New York. This is a 3-bed, 1-bath unit. 3-bed, 1-bath. The layout is the same throughout the entire building. Got your kitchen. Here's your bathroom. And this is the largest bedroom. I want to tell you guys a little bit about, if you're interested in purchasing, what it may look like. We have 3 4-bed, 1-baths on this side of the property. We have 3 3-bed, 1-baths on this side of the property. And the 2 commercial stores on the bottom. So we have a total of 8 units, currently have 3 vacancies, and the property will really break down the rent rolls. So on one of the units, we're currently getting $1,600. Another unit, we're getting $1,600, and then we're getting $1,800 on another one of the units, and then we have 3 vacant units. 2 of the vacant units are 4 beds, 1 baths. One of the vacant units is a 3-bed, 1-bath. Now, rent roll, it fluctuates, but as of right now, for a 4-bed cash tenant, you're probably looking around $2,100 to maybe $2,400. And then for the 3-bed, you're looking at maybe $1,900 to maybe $2,100, $2,200. Now, what's an interesting opportunity about these vacant units is you can bring them to whatever you're able to get them to rent. There's also an option where if you are a landlord and you're trying to maximize it, Section 8 for a 4-bedroom actually pays, I believe, $2,800 or $2,900. So if you find a good Section 8 tenant, you can rent out one of these units for $2,800, $2,900. That will actually really increase the NOI of this property. This property is currently listed at 1.3, and there are expenses, and it's sitting at about a cap rate of about 6%, which is the going rate for this area. Now you have an opportunity to increase that cap rate if you're able to increase the rents. Typically what I would say is you're gonna increase the rents over time, but since we have vacant units, you can whatever you can get for them at the time is really going to add to boost the NOI of the property. And for those who don't know, NOI is net operating income. That just means how much money the property is actually making for you. Now, there's different ways that people look at these things and different ways to buy these properties. So a lot of the times when you're buying a commercial property, you're typically going to be putting down roughly around 30%, and you're going to borrow the other 70% from a lender. Rates right now are in between 6.2 to about 6.9. on these types of property, these types of deals, so you can put on the debt, put your down payment, and really figure out how much money you're going to make. It's really going to depend on the ending price, but at 1.3 with a 6% cap rate, most lenders are probably going to have you put down between 30 to 40% to make it make sense for their debt service coverage ratio numbers, DSCR, or and just make sure that for them the deal makes sense. So what some people are doing is they may have other properties, maybe single family or two family or three family, and they want to get into a commercial property. So they may sell some of those properties to now get into a multifamily commercial property like this, and we'll do what's called a 1031 exchange. A 1031 exchange is just simply a tax rule that allows you to sell a property, and if you have gains on that property, you can now take those proceeds and instead of paying, let's say 20 to 30 or 40% on capital gains, you roll those gains over into a new property, use that as your down payment, and pay zero taxes. This is a tool that a lot of investors use to build out their portfolio and go from smaller assets to larger assets. Now, when you have, let's say, 4 or 5 single families and they're all spread apart, it becomes more difficult to manage. Now, when you have an 8-unit building, everything is in one spot, right? All your problems, all your issues are in one spot. So from a logistical standpoint, from a management standpoint, it makes it a lot easier to operate because you don't have to go here, go there, and you can hire a property manager, you could have a contractor or a handyman who takes care of a lot of the day-to-day stuff and maintenance for it. So if you have single or small multifamily, you want to get into commercial, contact me. I will help you. We can talk about maybe doing a 1031 exchange. Or if you just have a bunch of cash that you're just sitting there and you want to put it into an investment that has the opportunity to not only grow in cash flow, but also grow in value over time, I think this property is a great opportunity. Like I was saying before, there's so many projects going on in Newark right now. And if you have the ability to be a part of the growth, I think we're looking at what Brooklyn was looking like 10, 15 years ago. And Newark is starting to enter that phase. So a lot of people right now in Brooklyn, they can't afford it at these new prices. But here in Newark, there's an opportunity where you can get in early and then over the next, let's say 5, 10, 15 years, hold a property, hold an asset that's going to appreciate in value and really be a really good investment because of everything that's going on with the city. Last night, Shaq was here. He has a multifamily building, Iconic, and he was sitting with the mayor and they were talking, and there's just a lot of buzz, a lot of energy that's going on in Newark, and this is a great time to make your first investment. I always say the best time to buy was 5 years ago. The second best time is now. So if you're an investor or just a person who's looking to get into real estate or experienced investor, reach out to me, Sam Arekasima. I'll be happy to help you. I'll walk you through the entire process and see if this deal makes sense for you. Or if you've got another property that you want to look at, I'll help you with that. Or maybe if you're looking to sell one and get into another one, I'm here to help. Catch you on the next one.